It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for the standard is not enough anymore.
No, sir.
I will tell you something. I wasn't sure if I expected Tomlin to step down or if it sounded like Rooney wanted to bring him back, and I'm like, no. We've had
no. Golly.
But a new era is dawning in Pittsburgh.
It's crazy. Like you and G, we all talked about it for basically this whole season.
Yeah.
But now it's here. Like Tomlin's gone. It's bizarre. It's like we've actually hit that point.
Yeah. And first of all, I want to point something else out at the top of the show.
Yes, sir.
If you see the link, you notice the link is different than it has been for years. It still goes to the same place, but your boy spent some money.
Yes.
Because like everything just looks so amateurish with, it's like, this link / this / this. It's like, stop. Just make it easy for everybody. So the Streamlabs link is essentially gregcherryshow.com.
Yes.
And the t-shirt shop is gregcherrybrand.com. So everything is streamlined and it's a beautiful thing.
It's almost like you can cherry pick what you want to look at. Can't be.
But look who's in the chat. He wasted zero time.
Oh no. But you know what? I'm glad he's here because the last one he said is 100% correct. I wasn't watching the game, but I knew that they would lose, and it was a glorious thing, even if it was the damn 49ers. I don't like those punks either. I'm trying to watch my mouth. I'm at a Starbucks, so I'm trying to stay cool. Yeah. But yeah, the Eagles are out. Life is good.
I was really hoping for I was really hoping to do some consoling after the Eagles lost, but it's one of those. I'm sure there will need to be consolation doled out, but then again, there's also free time available now, so kind of a back and forth thought process there. Either way, I knew the Cowboys weren't going to be and finally, ultimately shooting it against the Giants. It, of course, it had to be against a divisional rival. It couldn't be some random act of violence. Eagles are out too now, so I truthfully don't care at this point. Anybody but New England.
So, okay.
That's where I'm at. I don't care that Brady's gone, Belichick's gone. Okay. New England is tied with Pittsburgh. So if they go to 7, if New England makes it to 7 before Pittsburgh.
Okay, that's valid.
Like that's my thing.
That's the valid. Okay, I can jump on that. I can jump on that ship because I had forgotten about that because we're still stuck at 5. So whatever. But yeah, if the Patriots losing means that tie remains with Pittsburgh, then I'll go ahead anti-Patriots again because I told Dad it's like I truthfully don't care otherwise. Like Belichick's gone and Brady's happily retiring and watching tackles happen on pizza commercials. So whatever. Yeah. By the way, that commercial was awesome. I finally stopped.
It's hilarious. I will give it this. Brady when he's not on the field, I don't mind.
Yes, exactly. And even when he went to Tampa, like I still didn't mind because he wasn't with Bill. Like
yeah.
Everybody's more tolerable when Belichick's not around, I think. I think my whole life is better than Belichick's not around personally.
Yeah.
That's terrible, but it's true. It's true.
If any team wins the Super Bowl this year, I wouldn't mind it being the Bills. I don't want it to be the Bears because I'm still vindictive against Caleb Williams from his time at USC.
That's valid.
And I don't want it to be the Seahawks because I'm vindictive of Sam Darnold when he was at USC. So
I also don't want the Bears because then Becky and Seth become even more obnoxious. I am not for that.
with two of the teams in the NFC having USC quarterbacks, it's very possible this year is the first time a USC quarterback starts a Super Bowl. Because it's never happened in the 60-year history. Like, we're going to get a USC quarterback in the Super Bowl before we get the Browns in the Super Bowl. And it's...
Well, that's a likely stat no matter what you throw on the other side, to be fair.
What's up, Dwayne? How you doing? Hey, listen, he started it.
That's right.
What's up, Dwayne? How you doing?
As we do.
Now, since Dwayne's in the chat, I want to bring this up too. I'll bring it up once we bring in OBG.
OBG.
So we will talk about the Steelers-Texans game and the disaster that it was. But I want to bring this up first because the Royal Raffle is going on currently. And, we're doing lots of good stuff with that. And I had a discussion with SJ today, actually, because I was trying to come up with something because unlike in years past, like the Royal Raffle is not filling up as quickly as I was hoping. But I came up with the idea that if somebody gets $10 worth of support, if they get a men's and a women's Royal Rumble entrant, which is pretty standard, honestly, with how people buy these, and they refer somebody to put in $10 for a men's and a women's entrant, I will gift the person that is referred an additional entrant to each match. So I think that will provide some incentive for people to not only enter this, but refer other people to enter it so they have a better chance of winning.
Like I put in the post that I quote, it's hard to say, not to say quote tweeted. I'm going to say quote Twitch. There we go. We'll quote Twitch. Okay. I'm so stupid. So dumb. Hard to beat a BOGO in any sort of sales front. Hell, freaking Pales would run them all the time for man of business. Getting a BOGO in pro wrestling, that's pretty rare, especially in the modern era.
Yeah.
Then you get to buy one, get one, put toward charity. Come on, folks. That's just asking to be taken advantage of. Like you have to hop on that one immediately. No matter what I say, it's kind of like a bad innuendo. So I'm sorry. That is something, especially for what we're doing, what Greg has been doing with this raffle for years now. It is such an important message that we try to put out there at all times. And I hope that the more people get involved, I hope there are more people involved, and even the ones that are involved now. And it like we talked about last week, watching the Rumble is one thing. Having your picks, is a whole other thing. But having that incentive for not only your number to come up, but to actually have that person go on to win the Rumble means you win bigger, the charity wins bigger. It's all good. Sorry, this is distracted me. What the hell is behind me? Oh, it's a stupid electrical box. I'm thinking this big ass buildings back there. Like, where the hell did that come from? Sorry. Sorry, squirrel moment. Sorry. What the hell? But yeah, I love that you do this every year. I love that the Great Charity brand does this every year. So I am all for it. I love it.
And I love doing it because as much as I love the Royal Rumble anyway, having stakes in the game, as it were.
Yes.
Even if I don't care if I win, it's just like having stakes in the game would be like, yeah, okay, like let's make this happen. Because I think in 2019, which is before like the Greg Sherry show existed, like I was doing the home version and I had Charlotte Flair as one of my picks. I was like, let's go. She didn't win, but it was one of those things where it's like when you get that big name person that you think can win, it gets really exciting to watch that match and root for that person.
Yeah.
Now, I know you've won in the past. I think you won. Did you win one last year?
I won twice. I won last year, and I think I won Not to get. I think I won two. I think I won twice last year, and was it the year before? Or the year before that? I want to say like 2 years prior.
Yeah. So you've had some good fortunes in this. Now, granted, I only take one number in each match, and G's gone. I only take one number in each of these. So like my odds aren't great to win in the first place.
No.
But like I still put the money in, like, and Dwayne, for the record, like, and Dwayne says he won 2 years ago. Like, that deal doesn't apply to people just newly entering. You're already in for some. So if you start referring people, you can get additional entries. Like, I'm not saying, hey, this starts now. It's like, no, I'm backdating it to when this thing opened. So
now, I have plenty of fellow wrestling fans also at these games, which I'm going to be on my way to probably during the course of this hour, depending on when my dad picks me up to go down to LA. So I will definitely throw it out there too. I know our mascot Bailey is a wrestling fan because he and I shared a two suite when unfortunately the Knights got hall pass. I was at the Kings game. That was a shitty Monday, to say the very least. But and I think the Kings lost, which just makes it so much better. You know, but yeah, I knew Scott was in a bad way, so I wore a Wolfpack shirt to the King under my jersey. So anyway, he's a fan. I think our in arena host Mikey is a fan. God, I can find that. But we have several fans within the organization. I don't know, organization. But I was able to throw it out there, and not just for the the referral stuff. That's great. That's a great bonus. But yeah, again, more people involved, the better. Also, let me just say real quick, friend of the show, Jesse Devlin, every once in a while will still retweet or repost when I put my "Don't Be a Dick" post up every day. So shout out to Jesse, who I don't get to talk to a whole lot, but always good to hear that she's still watching. God help us. So, I'm already in, Dwayne, but thank you.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this game.
Oh, God.
You know, the first 3 quarters, the defense did as much as it could.
Exactly.
The Steelers forced 3 turnovers, didn't do a damn thing with them.
Nope.
And I'll tell you, as soon as the Texans got that scoop and score, I was done.
Was pretty, yeah.
And I'm glad I stopped watching it then, because apparently the Texans put up 2 more touchdowns after that. So it was like, okay.
I stayed up right when they scored. I was like, yeah, okay. And then stupid me, I was like, let me see how this game. I was like, there's no way in heck anything was happening. As soon as I turned it back on, Aaron threw that interception. I was like, you fucking kidding me for that pick 6? I was like, are you kidding me?
It's one of those things where you almost expect it from a Mike Tomlin led team. Yeah. And we can give him credit for never losing a season, the never seen 19 Mike Tomlin. But I mean, at what point are you like, okay, this is not working? Like, you can only do the same thing so often, and it just provides the same result before you're like, okay, we need a new way. And thankfully, Tomlin gave us that out. Now, he said he didn't feel appreciated. It's like, Mike, it's not that. It's nothing changes.
Nah.
Like, you've been riding the line for years doing the same thing. You have, I don't think, made a halftime adjustment in your career.
No. I am this is the outside looking in. I'm not a Steelers person. Everybody knows that. I'm a Cowboys guy. How can you possibly say you're underappreciated when you had this job as long as you had it, when you didn't deserve to have it as long as you had it? Okay, come on, like that's absurd. That's absurd for him to say. Bow out gracefully. Don't be a dick about it. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think about it. Greg would know this too. I mean, with the Steelers organization, it's always been loyalty. Like we've only since 1969,
Nice.
we've only had 3 head coaches. 3 head coaches. 3 head coaches compared to the Browns 25 head coaches. To the so we had Knoll, Cowher, and Tomlin, and like I messaged somebody yesterday. Oh, in the no DQ chat that I literally started watching in 2004, right towards the end of Cowher's career, going into time. So I've been through Tomlin's whole entire career as a Steelers fan, But yeah, like your headline says it when the standard isn't enough anymore. And it's like, yeah, you can have 19 straight seasons without having a losing record, but your ultimate goal is to get to the Super Bowl. And granted, I'm sure, that's what they had in mind, but like you said, you never make halftime adjustments. And wasn't Tomlin a defensive coordinator too? So he's always been like a defensive guy, which is understandable. But when your defense has 3, I think it was like ended up being 4 takeaways in that game, and only getting 3 points out of those 4 takeaways, something's not clicking, And no. I think Arthur Smith, I think he had an interview with the Titans or whatever for head coach, so his head wasn't probably in the game because he was. Where the fuck was Freiermuth the whole entire game?
Where has he been this whole season? Like that's what Jonnu Smith. Why? That's all I have to say. Like, why is Jonnu Smith?
And then like Darnell Washington got hurt, which kind of sucked. We could have used him.
That definitely didn't help because Jonnu Smith wouldn't have seen the field barely because Darnell Washington is a tank.
Yeah,
but
he's going to have a big year next year.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope whoever comes in as the Steelers coach in August or whenever he gets hired, he'll probably be in the next like month or so. But well, I mean, you probably want to have somebody in place before the draft, which especially considering where the draft is.
Yeah. I'm saying.
So you want to have somebody in place to be able to put the pieces together before you start drafting.
Yeah.
And you have like Adam Thielen just announced his retirement.
Yeah.
So he's not coming back. And you're probably going to have a bunch of free agents. You're going to have people wanting to leave because some people like playing for Tomlin, even though it is what it is.
I know the 2 big names that are free. Gainwell is a free agent coming up. Calvin Austin is a free agent. I think Connor Hayward is a free agent. Those are the 3 big names that I saw. I think Isaac Samalu is too.
Like you said to me and Maddie in the group chat for this show after the game, this offseason is going to be major. There is going to be there has to be some significant shifts within the entire organization. Like, other than ownership, we're probably going to have a whole, giant ass turnaround.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the time the draft and by the time people start reporting.
And only a few months to do it, really.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we're in, mid-January already, and, draft's not too far, and camp is closer than people think. Oh, it's in the summer. I know. I know. But still, let me, I was going to comment about what you said about Tomlin, or G said about Tomlin, so I'm going to tie it in with this. Josh isn't wrong. Like, the Packers have, the Steelers have been not the Steelers since that loss, and you got to figure, Tomlin's been in the organization pretty much that entire time, and being defensive minded. How often on this show alone have we lamented the Steelers defense? It has been
the run defense has been miserable for years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Miserable.
Last year it was atrocious, and we saw that in the wild card. This year
in the wild card.
This year.
Yeah. And the fact that
in the Bills game.
And that was a focal point whenever the Steelers came up, was the fact that their defense is just the drizzling shits. That's not going to change if you have a defensive-minded head coach.
Yeah,
it's just not going to. Because he's, and like you said, no adjustments at halftime. You can only hit your head against the wall so many times before a concussion starts happening, boys and girls. Trust the voice of experience here. So yeah, it was the whole comment about there've been more coaches than Steelers coaches. That's valid, but look at the other teams around the league. Again, being a Cowboys fan, how many coaching changes have we had? How long did it take for Dak to finally get that franchise tag? And then look at the words coming out of his mouth once he finally got it. So the Steelers are not alone in having suffered and being lamented by their own fan base for as long as they have.
Yeah.
It's just. I think it will ultimately be for. I still can't say it right. Fuck's sake! It'll be a good thing. I'm trying to say it'll be fortuitous ultimately, but in the moment, it's like, oh shit, he's done.
Yeah.
Like, and I think what from the outside looking in, the fact that he resigned rather than getting the boot was interesting.
See, that's another thing. So all three head coaches never got fired. They left on their own.
All this talk about the
terms.
They didn't even see, and they went, no, what do they need?
Well, they need, now that Tomlin's gone, hopefully we can get rid of Arthur Smith and Terrell Austin. And we need a good couple. It'd be nice to go to the playoffs next year, but I think we're going to be rebuilding for the next couple of years.
Yeah,
we signed Will Howard. Let him have a shot. I don't see. Here's the other big question. Now that Tomlin's gone, I don't think Rodgers is coming back next year.
Probably not.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think we talked about it maybe on this show, or maybe almost in passing on Nerdy Q Review, because they don't actually bring up the sports on purpose on that show. But if we had said that if Rodgers made it and then lost in the Super Bowl, he might come back.
We talked about that last week. We talked about that last week.
Okay. I can't remember what show it was. Sorry. I've done more shows than I intended to as this year started. So this whole week's busy. It's bananas. But I don't think Aaron comes back. And the other thing is, who is going to be the new coach in Pittsburgh? Those two questions, I think, are, for me, from a non-fan but a friend of fans, Rodgers stay, and who replaces Tomlin ultimately.
Yep. I'll tell you what, the group of G, myself, Britt Baker, Kate, Marissa DeLuco, Johnny, the last two have been on Jode. Yeah, I'm actually happy that the IWC and a group of content creators, there's a contingent of Steelers fans, and it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
But I have to bring this up. Josh, this is a rebuild year. The Browns have been saying that since they came back into the league in '99. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
No.
Other than the pandemic year, which just seemed like it was the upside down for everybody.
Yeah.
And just so it gets out there again this week, fuck the Ravens. Okay, we're good.
Listen, Tomlin went out with a win against the Ravens and knocking them out. Right. So there's that at least.
And you know what? It really is an end of an era. Those two have been going at it for, Tomlin was 19 seasons, Harbaugh was 18 seasons. So they have that history there, and to not see them next year is gonna be, I'm gonna be baffled. Holy hell! What am I watching?
I mean, we might see them next year. They just won't be where they were.
Well, I don't think Tomlin. I think Tomlin said he's not coaching next year.
Yeah, I think if Tomlin wants to coach, he has to be traded because he didn't get fired.
Yeah.
So Raiders, if you want them, we'll take your pick.
No shit. Did totally off topic. Did the Chargers win this weekend, or did they lose too?
They lost.
No, the Chargers lost to the Patriots.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that was the one good thing about that for me.
It's the Texans at the Patriots on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, if Harbaugh's still looking for a job, he can go grab his brother and just go off grid and just go away forever. That'd be super. Thanks.
Yeah, because Harbaugh's probably not welcome back at Michigan, and really Sharon Moore's probably not welcome back at
Michigan. That's for damn sure.
Sharon Moore's not welcome back in society.
Well, no, I think Flair would have a better chance of getting the Michigan coaching job than Harbaugh going back.
Watch John Harbaugh go to Michigan.
Oh my god, that'd be funny.
Okay, so John Harbaugh, he's also on a losing team. They're not in it anymore. So like I'm saying, just two of them just go like form their own like team and just like go play out in the freaking forest somewhere. Just stay the fuck away from my television.
Yeah.
You know who needs to be the head coach? Big Ben needs to be the head coach. He needs to put his name in the hat. Like his podcast, like he always does like podcasts like after the games and like he critiques everything. I was like, dude, you need to go in there and like do something.
Like at least interview for the position. Like
yeah.
You
if not head coach, like offensive coordinator, Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Listen, I don't even like. I'm not even as annoyed with Arthur Smith as I am with Terrell Austin. Like Terrell Austin has made TJ Watt look like a mediocre player.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you can do that.
I feel bad for him and Hayward. Like they've been on that team freaking forever since. I know TJ's been there since 2017. Hayward's been there early 2010s, 20 whatever, but like they're not getting any younger, and they deserve a fucking Super Bowl ring. I'm sorry.
Or at least a chance to play in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, stop.
Mansfield, go fuck yourself.
No, stop.
Go fuck yourself.
Josh. Okay, I was gonna be nicer, but yeah.
Okay, listen here. Congrats to frickin' Myles Garrett for getting the sack record. Your team went 5-12. Shut the hell up.
5-12 is wild.
Get the fuck out of here, Josh. I don't want to hear your bullshit.
It's like it's one thing
today.
It's one thing if you said Garrett's better than TJ Watt because that's your prerogative.
That's debatable. Yes.
To call TJ Watt mediocre is just straight up lying.
Yeah. That's
there's a difference
for Homer's sake. Yeah, that's
big difference.
Yes, and yes, we know you love us, and yes, we love you too. But don't be saying stupid shit like that because you're gonna call that.
Yeah, there's a difference between trolling and just like
stupid.
Yeah. Trolling we often encourage because we know we can come back at you, but straight out dumb fuckery statements like that, no, stop.
Anyway,
live us less than.
I know. I didn't watch the press conference today, but I know Art Rooney II held a press conference today.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I might have to go back and watch that. Like, there's a lot of like, I was just on Twix, like just trying to see, but there's like another video package from the Pittsburgh Steelers with Mike Tomlin, like 1 minute and 45 minutes. I'm like,
oh, okay.
So. Like you said, Greg, it's not like we didn't appreciate him. It's just you can only deal with this BS for so freaking long without saying, oh, like you said, 19 non-losing seasons, big freaking whoop. Our last Super Bowl was 2011. 2011. We are now in 2026.
Yeah.
Not
even the last one we won.
Yeah. The last one we won was in 2008-2009 season.
Yep.
Yeah. That's become the meme. We had a winning season. Okay. Ask the Anaheim Ducks how many division championships got them to the Stanley Cup again. Like, seriously. We're the Pacific Division champions. Good. Go fuck yourselves, guys. Great. Who cares?
Or conference championships in college football, which clearly the SEC championship meant a hell of a lot considering the SEC isn't even in the national title game.
Yeah. Is anybody else like not giving a shit about that game besides the three people on the screen? Because like I'm watching Raw and I'm
watching Raw and I'm watching the Fightful Awards on Monday. I ain't watching shit else.
That's fair. We get the Fightful Awards on Monday.
Oh, is it? Oh, is that Indiana, Miami?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not. I think next year, Greg, what you need to do for me, maybe I'll just become a Notre Dame fan just for the hell of it.
There you go.
I'd appreciate that because I need somebody to talk Notre Dame football with.
Because I want to give college football a chance, but like I always work Saturdays, so it's like hard for me to watch any of the college games.
Why do you think I intentionally scheduled my Walmart shifts on Sundays and left my Saturdays open?
Oh, there you
College
go.
football.
See, I did the opposite.
That is absolutely the reason. It's like I am not
was on
working on
Sunday.
Saturdays.
Well, because Sundays I go to church too, but then Sundays was always the games, so
Yeah.
that worked out.
So let me ask, since we got brought up, who are the Bears playing this weekend?
The Bears are playing, I believe. I wanted to say the Rams, but I don't think.
No,
Yeah,
the Rams. The Rams,
Yeah.
because Seattle's playing the 49ers.
Mhm.
Okay.
Bills are at Broncos. Texans are at Patriots.
Okay. All right. So
Sorry,
okay,
Maddie, but
well,
go Bills.
Yeah.
Here's
Same
the
here.
thing. I'm rooting for the Broncos. Well, either one for me, but Broncos on a personal front, because if the Broncos win, a friend of mine is. I mentioned this. My friend's having major surgery like 2 days before.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
wants to go to the parade, and if the Broncos win and the parade is going to be at Disneyland like it's supposed to be because the game's at Levi Stadium, sign her into the park. And enjoy the parade.
I think it's going to be the battle of the number 1 seeds. I think it's going to be the Broncos and the Seahawks at the Super Bowl.
I'm for that game just to watch it on TV. That'd be a fun game to watch, personally.
I mean, it's a Super Bowl 48 rematch, so that would be interesting.
Which is longer ago than people realize. Like, it feels like it's not forever ago, but it feels like it is.
We're at Super Bowl 60 now. It's like
it's 12 years.
Yeah. It feels like, and again, like I've said on this show and all the other shows, the pandemic fucked up our time perception.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it did.
So I wanted to bring this up because you mentioned Art Rooney having a press conference. There was another press conference held today that was kind of under a microscope, and that was the press conference of one Marcus Freeman of Notre Dame. And really what it was just to clear the air on a few things. Marcus Freeman is not leaving Notre Dame. He is the head coach of the Fighting Irish. There was a lot of talk about him going to the NFL, and he shut it down today. He is sticking with the Irish, and I love to see it. Listen, if he would have made the decision to come to Pittsburgh, I would have been very conflicted. Not because I don't like Marcus Freeman as a coach, but I want to see him win a national championship before he jumps to the NFL. If that was something he would consider doing. I believe in Marcus Freeman. The portal has been blowing up for the Irish in the last couple days. So I have a lot of faith going into it's going to be a revenge tour next year to be like, hey, you should have put us in the playoff this year. We're going to show you, and we're going to whoop everybody's ass on the way to winning a national title. That is what I see for this upcoming season.
I want that so bad for the Irish. I want them to go on a Liv Morgan revenge style tour and just wipe the floor, wipe the turf with everybody.
Yep.
And then if they win that much and they're dominant in those wins, the CFP can't deny them. They can't.
No.
They'll try, and we'll bitch about it on that show every week, on this show every week. But going that much farther on the dominant path, they can't be denied at that.
Let me tell you something. If Notre Dame wins the national championship in 2027, I will be the most insufferable bastard on the planet Earth.
That's right. As you should be.
So there's a couple. So I'm looking. There's been a couple of interest for one for requesting for a head coach interview. Obviously, Brian Flores is one of them.
I saw that. I would not be opposed.
Yeah, same.
And this was 40. That was like 4 hours ago. 47 minutes ago, requested a head coach interview with Rams defensive coordinator Chris Shula.
They're seeking out a lot of the Rams coordinators from what I've seen. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I think the Rams need to finish their season how they're going to finish their season first before we talk about anybody leaving.
Josh, the first drive of that game was the greatest football drive I've ever seen, and then the rest of the game happened.
I'm always conflicted with that because I've got my dad. My dad did not go. He didn't even live in Ohio long enough to even be in the school. He was like a year and a half old when they left Ohio. But we also root for Ohio State here in our household. So anytime families against families. It's not a perfect game for me.
Yeah. It would have been a perfect game if the Irish would have raised the national title, because I probably would have been a heap of tears. Just because, like, I know it's happened in my lifetime, but I want to be able to remember it.
Right. Well, that's, people, that's a lot of things. How many times I've been to Disney World? Okay, well, I've been this many times, but I really count the first one as 97, not 86. Because 86, yeah. I remember the golf ball. That's what I remember. But 97, I'll remember more because I was in Florida when Bret Hart was debuting in WCW and Vince was giving his "Your intelligence insulted" speech on the same wrong. So
yeah,
that's how I remember that week. I was in Florida that Monday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and yes, I'm that old. Fuck everybody in the chat room, especially Josh. I was in my freshman year of high school. I was this big because I just come off freshman football. There's a great picture of us on Tower of Terror where it's like you can almost not see me blend in the background. So tiny. Thank God for football. God. Anyway.
Also, shout out to Annie Agar, who roasted her own Packers in her video yesterday, which I'm sure killed her because, like, especially to a division rival. Like, that's, you hate to see it, but
it's always rough.
You know who's loving? Go ahead, Jeff. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I say, who is loving football right now? Seth freaking Rollins is.
Yep.
Dude, I have never been more glad he's off television. Oh my God. You talk about an insufferable bastard. Oh my God. If they win at all, he's going to be like, rehab faster.
Yeah.
But we were talking about it yesterday. He was on the Fox broadcast, moving that arm pretty good.
Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was.
He's probably going to be Rumble ready, if I had to guess.
I'm here for it. Dude, I'm here for it. If Punk retains the title and he wins the Rumble, I am here for that shit. Mm-hmm. I know it's been done. I know they've had their matches, but they need their payoff match. And if it's for the title and they do put him inside the cell or some really badass gimmick, yes,
you think Punk and Seth main events WrestleMania?
I think it main events night one. I think it main events night one.
Yeah.
And again, you hear it was all over No DQ and other things yesterday. The shuffling of WrestleMania 42 was underway after what happened this last week with Drew winning and Braun not winning.
Yeah.
Still before me, but
yeah,
whatever. I'm always ready for Rumble season and WrestleMania season, the road to WrestleMania, because of you and my other Rumble people. But man, again, I said it yesterday. Patience. Just gotta be patient. We still got what's today's date?
14.
We've got 17 days until the Rumble, and then we've got 3.5 months.
Yeah.
It's mid-April again for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So, holy shit, man. We have to exercise so much patience. Might as well have Axl Rose just freaking like singing right in our ear the whole rest of the way.
Yeah.
Bonkers. Yes. But I'm ready. I'm so ready for the Rumble. Hopefully, the mouse is good to me when the schedule comes out Friday that I can sit by this guy's side doing our watch along.
Which I'm excited about that. Like, this will be the first time that I've ever done a watch along of an event. So, I mean, that's one of the things I can be thankful that, it's just me, Oos, that I'm able to do that. But we are doing the watch along. If Jeff isn't with me, I'll do it by myself. Like, I don't care. But we're doing the watch along on the 31st. The drawing for the Royal Raffle is happening 3 days before that. So in 2 weeks' time, that's why you guys got to get your Royal Raffle entries in if you want to be included on that live show, because I also have to find my Tumblr. I don't know where the hell that is.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's been a chaotic thing, but
hold on.
Let me see here. I don't know There we go. All right, off screen. Yep. Jeff's muted, so it's fine. So yeah, like it's going to be a good time. The Royal Raffle in 2 weeks. So get your entries in. You can enter. I think I've provided the link on social media a couple times that you can just donate directly to the pool, or you can just ask me, or you can just send it to the PayPal.
Check your PayPal, Greg.
You sent something.
Yep.
Sweet. So we're going to get some more entries in here.
I might, because I get paid again on the 28th. So if there's no more, if there's more spots on the 28th, I might send a couple. I might do.
Well, the way I have it planned is, there's unlimited spots to purchase. So if there's overlap with people, then there's overlap with people. I don't like limiting it to 60 spots. I think I did that before. It's like, oh, you're going to run out of spots. It's like, you know what?
I think you did I think you did that the first couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember you had us like, I think it was like 5 spots each.
Yeah.
Like on both sides.
Mm-hmm. But now I'm just like, hey, this is for charity. Go bananas. So that's really what it is. But Big G's in for a couple picks. I know Jeff is in for a pick for each match. I'm in for a pick for each match. There are still some people who have declared but not sending money. And I'm not covering for people this year. If you say you're in, you gotta pay your way.
Yeah.
Because I've had to do that before. I've had to cover people, and it's like, listen, I don't mind putting a little bit extra in for the charity part, but it's like, I shouldn't have to be responsible for that if you're declaring entry.
What is it for? Domestic violence?
Yeah, the supporting victims of domestic violence is Safe Horizon is the charity name. So that's what we're raising money for. I like to do something different every year. Last year we did Sheets for the Kids. The year before, I believe, was the 988 Lifeline.
Yeah. Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, it was either 2024 or 2023 for that one. I can't remember. But yeah, we've done different things every year. I feel it's important to highlight the suffering that victims of abuse go through.
Yeah.
And it's such a terrible thing, and people don't like talking about it just because they don't want to make their situations worse, which, we hopefully by doing this donation, regardless of the size of it, we're able to help somebody with something that they're going through in their life. And that's really the entire point of this. Like, yeah, you can win a cash prize. Yeah, you can have some fun doing it. Yeah, which is great. But the charity is the important part.
Yep.
That's the focus of this whole thing, and that's why we do what we do. So, yeah, we do have multiple spots still available. So if you want to check that out, I should create a banner here. Let's see here. To join the Royal Raffle.
So one of the comments said that no announcement of the Rumble entrance. No announcement of the Rumble entrance yet, which I kind of like because I want to be surprised who's going to be in there. I don't want people announcing, "Oh, I'm declaring for the Rumble. I'm declaring for the Rumble. Just the day of the Rumble. You don't know who's going to be in it, who's not going to be in it. The element of surprise.
I love not knowing because, we have a pretty good idea who's in the main event picture. That's become more of a commonality in the years since they made the winner gets a title shot or whatever. Yeah. But not knowing any of the participants, what order they're in, any of it, I think it makes for a better watch personally. And if we're doing our watch along together for the first time on this brand, I want more intrigue. I want more drama. I want more all of it. Like, let me have that.
Yeah.
Okay. apparently there's timers on these banners, which I didn't know that. But I turned it
shouldn't be.
well, I turned it off, so now it should show. But yeah, to join the Royal Raffle, send entries to Greg Cherry Brand. I forgot to put at PayPal.
It's like, I'm can't see me. I just saw my head.
Incoming message from the Big G head.
Oh, yep. Oh my God, I missed it. I think I watched that show like once or twice, and now it's not even on streaming anywhere.
Here we go. Is that better, G?
Yeah.
There we go.
You are talking about Third Rock from the Sun, right?
I am indeed.
Oh, thank God.
Damn good show.
Oh my God.
William Shatner is a recurring character. Joni China is a recurring character.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Yeah, I haven't watched Third Rock from the Sun probably since the 90s. Like it's been. I remember watching it. I remember the 3D episode specifically, like when they did like 3D shows in the 90s were like this really big deal.
Yeah.
It was a weird fact.
Yeah.
So it's funny. You guys saw me at Starbucks looking at the marvel of the green because the green in the bottle was like showing through. I forgot I had my green screen function on even though I'm not at home. I was like, yeah, we're good. Technology's still
I was wondering. Yeah, I was wondering why the sky behind you was changing to the background of the video. I was
going to say this like the background. Like, what the hell? I forgot I had that function on from yesterday because I was in studio yesterday doing the interview.
There you go.
Compared to Sunday where I was doing Main Street musings from Anaheim, just not from Main Street. So I've been all over the place this week, man. This was hockey game I've been to this season, or in 2026, which is the first game after the New Year. So good stuff. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm sure in a couple weeks here when we do the Royal Raffle drawing, we'll get to our actual predictions for the show.
Sure.
And I'll say this. If we do not fill the spots for the Rumbles, what I will do is I will have those spots marked off as charity. So if that spot wins, then the money for that pool is going to go straight to the charity.
Nice.
So that's if that happens. But I hope with the incentive of the referrals that we're able to fill this up pretty quickly. But we'll see.
I think Jeff froze on his drive.
Yeah. I mean, being on a highway is a tough time to.
Yeah, it is. Oh, so do you have what provider do you have, Greg, for cell service?
T-Mobile.
Okay. So you didn't have to go to the bullshit today with Verizon.
Nope.
Oh my God. It was nice not being on because it was like a nice breather, not having being on my phone and just like not being on my phone whatsoever. So
right.
But yeah. I hope the spots get filled up because like you said, it's for a good cause.
I hope so too. And that's one of those things that's so Dwayne, I actually asked him about it. I haven't heard back yet. I might have to ask him again. He might have missed the message. But I hope Maven participates this year because it was a good thing. Or at the very least, if he doesn't like full on participate, at least post something on his channel about it, which might bankrupt me, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Guys, go blow up his Instagram about it, or if you're on the Patreon, message in there and be like, "Hey, Maven, are you doing this year?"
Just out of curiosity, are you participating in this?
Yeah. Which Jeff, you signed up for his Patreon, so you'll probably do a cameo from him.
That's that. I forgot. Okay. Well, once we get out of these mountains here, driving through the valley, I'll definitely have to get him up with that. I think it reminded me about that.
Yep. And yeah, I watched that video too on Maven's channel. Yeah, I actually messaged him about be like, man, I hope I get something that nice when I get an apartment. I probably won't. I can't afford that. But
you know what though? The townhomes we were looking at weren't anything to see that either. That was pretty decent price for where it was and what it was. So
yeah, and I've been looking into 1-bedroom apartments. They're running at like $1,000 a month, which, based on what I make, I should be able to cover that. But like there's one like closer to Pittsburgh that was like, man, that one actually looks nice. And it's like, I think it's like 1,000 square feet for the space. It's like, for $1,000, man, that's probably more than I need, but yeah, I'll take it.
That was part of what was tilting the pendulum toward moving back there. It's like, man, same square footage, same everything on opposite coasts, and the price disparity was obnoxiously different.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're in California where everything is like 5 times the price of what it should be.
Yeah, and Aaron will tell you, he lived up in Santa Clarita with us for a while. It was, it's. I get cost of living differs, but to that degree, still astounding. It's crazy.
Yeah.
For all you folks watching at home, for historical references, we're actually passing through the part of the freeway where back in the 94 earthquake break happened, the bridge completely collapsed right over here. Took out a bicycle on a motorcycle police officer. It's now the interchange name back for him now. But yeah, all this was like on the ground 32 years ago. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah. Right now. 32 years this Saturday, I think, 17th.
That's crazy. Yeah. I'll tell you what, like, I remember when I was younger, like we obviously didn't have like big bridges like on our back roads, but I remember we had like a really bad storm or a really bad flood or something that washed out one of the bridges.
Oh, yeah.
Like the back way I go to work now is that's where the bridge would have washed out. So they had to like completely replace that. So fun for me.
I drive everywhere with my job.
It's far too common now. All of a sudden, different fire sides being compromised. So when it rains, it floods and it mudslides and just everything. We were talking about this the other day. I was heading back from Teresa's out in Victorville, and she's like out in San Bernardino County. The road through the Annandale Valley, like Palmdale, Lancaster, got completely flooded, and cars were being swept away. It's like we could have been there yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
It's almost humbling. It's like a little scary. Like, God, it's Father Time does no jobs, and Mother Nature gives no fucks. Like, not a one. She didn't care, man. She's bipolar and crazy. I swear to God.
You know what post I've seen, like, besides the wrestling posts online a lot?
What's that?
I've been seeing it from the engagement accounts. They're asking, I know I don't talk politics on the show, but they're asking, hey, do you find AOC attractive? Have you seen that? Or is it just me?
I'm not sure who AOC is, so forgive me.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She is a...
okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know why that's a question coming up. Like, it just, for me, that's...
It's a weird thing that, like I just saw it again because I was checking notifications for the raffle, and like that's been a post that's constantly come up. It's like, why are we, like, what's the point other than just
trying to minimize people into categories one way or the other like that? Like that's the problem with the internet, period.
Yeah.
So clearly I'm
yeah.
Like, that kind of stuff is what befuddles me, and it's that kind of stuff that leads to why nobody should bring up politics, religion, or anything like that as a regular topic, which is why we don't on this show.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I tried to in my thing. Yeah, there you go. Oh, the King Room turned out.
Yeah, so I think you guys, well, Jeff, I know you've seen it because I've sent it in the group chat, but there are 3 new designs of the Politics is a Work shirt available currently at gregcherrybrand.com. So
I need to be included in this group chat.
you do, you know what you do, you really do, because it's specifically for this show. So you probably really should.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely need to get to. I'll say this: the fact that we have a crown or a king-centric shirt with Politics is a Work.
You know why I'm asking to be part of this group chat?
So you can be part of one that you don't hate everybody.
Well, not only that, but Jeff can attest to this. I'm sure the No DQ review chat has become a political, between Virtue and CJS. Unbelievable.
Are they on the same side?
Yeah, I think
they are.
But just they're not arguing so much. It's just the influx of political chatter within that group. It's like,
it's not. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just like this is supposed to be wrestling chat and for the review.
Yeah.
And granted, Virtue is the moderator of that chat group, but still.
And you know what? I wouldn't have a problem with it, G, except there was one point, I think it was either over the weekend or even on Monday, trying to redirect the chat, and then he popped in, he directed the chat into something else that wasn't wrestling, or that was wrestling, and then we went right back into the discussion about the knucklehead and chief. It's just like,
that's like,
and again, I enjoy every single time I get to be on the review because
I do too. Don't get me wrong.
And the only reason I said it yesterday, it's like Dusty talked about for WCW Sunday. It's the mothership, baby. It's home. It's where I started. I love being at ODQ. I love the bullshit with Aaron and Virtue and everybody that's on that chat. I just don't engage in the chat because I have no opinion that's worth the shit, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. No.
Yeah.
I just
you should be in the group chat now, Big G.
Okay, I'll check my message. I'll check it when we're done here.
But yeah, I have 3 new designs. Like one of them, I'm absolutely. I mean, I love them all. Like I wouldn't post them on the site if I didn't love them. But there is one in particular that I'm just like over the moon about.
Yeah.
So if you played classic Nintendo 64 games, you'll know which one it is.
Dude, I can't wait. Dude, people need to jump on that one, buy 5 for all their other family. They really do.
Listen, I'm hoping that there's an influx because I advertise that. I advertise this show. I advertise the raffle for the Fightful Awards. So all of that is completely covered as far as the copy. So I'm hoping Fightful's got a bigger audience than this show. I'm hoping that some people migrate over to the brand and we get some of that influx, especially because you'll have Sean and Denise on there and they're 2 of the bigger people in this space. So
no, that's fair. Again, this is me just spitballing as we get to the top of the hour. You posed in the WrestleMania 2000 centric version of that show with Mick Foley the weekend after he blew up everybody's timeline talking about the Prezzo bit. I think you should have cameo from Mick Foley. Plugging that shirt.
I mean, he popped for the shirt, so
he did, exactly. I wish it hadn't been more of a cattle call with Trish and Lita because I'm sure they would have too. Especially Trish.
And that's really my own fault for that because I figured that because it was a pose photo that I have more time to interact with them. I wasn't aware that it was just a picture out. I wasn't. Yeah. Next time they come to Pittsburgh, I'll have to actually be
when it's the meet when it's the meet and greets. They're you can talk for a few seconds, but then you gotta because they got people waiting.
Yeah,
it's
especially for the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will say the only reason I made that more of a thing with Undertaker when I brought Dad to meet him when at WrestleMania 3 years ago, is because I had the picture of Dylan with Percy Pringle ready at the ready, and I had to earn. So I was like prop ready. I made sure we got his attention, and then he's the one that stopped lining with. Wow, that's a picture because I mean we had how many hundreds of people behind us at one point, and he just dead ass stopped and like, nope, I'm looking at this. He just wow for a second. So that's a lot. And yes, they got people running the show. They got Geno's, you got people running the event. But if the talent wants to stop, especially Undertaker level or Trish level, they won't stop.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what,
how you can do it.
the next time the Bellas do one of those conventions, I'm not passing up meeting them. I passed up meeting them in 2024, but now I don't have any way holding me back from meeting them. So
that's valid, sir.
But until next week, guys, support the Royal Raffle. Go check out the Fightful Awards on Monday because your boy is advertising in it. So you'll hear my name drop during the course of that video. Maybe multiple times. Who knows? I sponsored 3 categories, so we'll see. Until next week, hopefully we get some news on the Steelers front.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get some more entries to the Royal Raffle, but go enjoy Dynamite. Go enjoy whatever you're going to enjoy. Don't be a jag, and we'll see you next time on the Greg Cherry Show. Have a good night.